I get up every morning at 4 a.m. and kick off my day with 2 cups of Keurig coffee. And I add a nut-based creamer and sometimes coconut oil as well. Then I make my breakfast, which is 99% of the time an egg white omelet. And in that, I'll add either a sliced up red bell pepper or canned stewed tomatoes that I've drained really thoroughly with seasonings in them. And I'll add cottage cheese and or cheddar cheese, as well as a lean protein like turkey bacon. Okay. Next up, I hit Starbucks on the way to work, and I have another venti blonde roast coffee, this time with heavy cream. Drink that on the way to work. Teach a couple lessons, take a break. And at that point, I've packed my lunch. So I'll run and have, just down to the kitchen where I store my lunch, I'll have something I made at home like baked cauliflower. I'll have something like a chef's salad. I don't eat dressing. Most pros I do will eat fats. I've never been a fan of greasy dressings. It just, the texture grosses me out. I'm weird. And then usually like a chicken on that, cheddar cheese, love cucumbers. And that's my lunch. Then after I finish teaching, after lunch, I'll run back to Starbucks and I have another coffee at 2. Okay, now guys, don't shade me in the comments about how unhealthy I'm eating. I'm just being honest with you what I eat, okay? Okay, about 3:30, I have a light snack. Usually that's something like jicama sticks. Then I have dinner at 5. And my very favorite, I have this almost every day, guys. My diet is not that varied. I will have a variety of baked summer squashes, and literally I will have pounds of them, guys. Like most teachers, I don't eat a lot of sugar at all. Really, the only time each year I eat sugar is my birthday. Thank you to my student Vidar, who makes me a wonderful, he's from Norway, like a traditional low sugar Norwegian like berry cake. Fabulous. But that's about it. So I do have to eat a lot just to get enough calories. On the upside, when you're not eating a lot of sugars, the foods tend to be very nutrient dense, okay? And I combine that with some sort of like keto type pasta, like zoodles, for example, or a cauliflower-based pasta, maybe a shirataki noodle, tofu-based noodles. I mix that up, guys. There's a lot of varieties. My favorite, just because, I'm taking care of a family and because my husband and daughter do not eat like I do, I really have to make a separate meal for them. I kind of like the prepackaged shirataki noodles just because I don't have to do any prep work. I just slice open the packet, I drain it, I rinse it, I drain it, I rinse it, put it in the microwave, and then I can just throw in like seasoning and I love some sort of protein in there. Usually this would be like a baked tilapia that I'll have on the side. I'll have several fillets of that because it's a pretty low fat fish. I do like salmon, but just because it's expensive, I don't treat myself to that often. I love tofu, and I will eat the whole pound cube. And I like the extra firm. I don't like the regular or especially the soft. It's just very, I don't know, it's like Jell-O. It's not my jam. I like the extra firm. And that's about it, guys. And then usually I want a little bonus protein at the end of the day and a treat, okay? Now, I'm not one to count macros, so to speak. Like, I don't really know any pros who are like, I must have this many calories and this much vitamin A. I eat this many grams of whatever. I've never done that. I don't know any pros who do. We don't have time for that. We just eat healthy. But I often feel like I want to have a little extra protein. And so I almost always have a huge protein shake at the end of the day. Now, here's my secret recipe. Love it. I use a protein powder, just like in a scoop. I put 1 or 2 scoops in. 1 serving is officially 1 scoop. But it depends. If I really say I couldn't get my chicken with my salad at lunch or something, I'll probably do 2 scoops in that case, just because, you don't want muscle wasting. As a pro dancer, you need to be strong. And then I put that in the blender along with crushed ice. And I use a sugar-free flavored syrup. Like the Tyrannies, they have a number of different brands. And my favorites are like peanut butter, chocolate, butterscotch, caramel. Blend those up however I feel like with the protein powder scoops and the ice. And then my secret ingredient, because you guys know how much I love coffee, I use decaf coffee crystals. And I have like a really hardcore professional blender. So when I blend that bad boy, it's like, and it fizzes up and it's like a frothy milkshake. And it is huge, guys. Like I fill up the entire blender and suck that bad boy down. It is so good. So yeah, my diet is not that exciting, certainly not very diverse, but those are the foods I like, and that's what I stick to, and it works for me, gives me energy, I feel good, and I enjoy the taste. Side note, most of the pros I know do some sort of like low sugar keto type program of some sort. And honestly, many go without coffee, which I can't imagine, but hey, that there are definitely pros that do that, many. And I've also seen like a lot of pros, I've never seen them like do vegan, but many do like organic type stuff. I don't really care about that. Also I do get a lot of like, I eat tons of egg whites, guys. Like, egg drop soup. I mean, I'll have, a dozen eggs, in a single meal. I get all the eggs from my parents' farm, so those are, organic, free-range chicken eggs anyway. So I suppose I am eating that way, even though I don't buy it at the grocery store. I even get a lot of my vegetables from their farm, which is fabulous, guys. So anyway, hope that's been helpful. And if you're interested in all things ballroom dance, hit that subscribe button. We are a worldwide community of ballroom dancers here. And if you have questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'm always happy to answer questions that you're either afraid to ask your teacher, or you're just like, well, man, I'm paying top dollar for this lesson. I just want to spend this conversation learning about dance. Totally understandable. I'm happy to answer your questions. And I love hearing from you as well. What's your story? What do you eat? And also to share in the comments, are you a professional dancer, an amateur dancer? Most of us here compete or have competed, so I'm interested in your styles and your skill level. So thanks for joining me. Happy dancing.